Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel 3. We are in the fisherman's, well, let's just say love shack that we had from, of course, the Crossbell Arc in Azure. Well, we're on our way going back to Crossbell City. I think we're all fully healed up, so let's do that. Hero, oh wait, there is. I was almost saying, well, there might be a scene as we leave the house, but we are allowed to leave just as soon as we touch those bikes. That's probably when we're gonna head off to Crossbell City, and I'm hoping we get to do our evening rounds and maybe get a few little extra things while we're at it.
Yeah.
We need to drop Emma and Celine off at the city before we head back to camp. Should we get going? Yes, return to Crossbell. It's been a while since I was last on an orbital bike. Try to keep it from shaking too much. I'm a little on the full side. Oh, Celine, you'll never keep your figure if you keep overeating like that. Oh, shut up. I just lost myself for a minute, that's all. Let's get you two back to Crossbell. Emma, Celine, you two can ride in the sidecar. Very well, thank you. I shall take my usual spot. Yeah, but on our bike. Come on, Ellie. They haven't seen each other in a long time, so don't get in their way, alright? Oh, is that how things like this are supposed to go? Well, let's just get going, everyone. So they can catch up along the way. So, you ramped up your search about half a year ago? Yes, I returned home and had my grandmother instruct me on the ancient arts. Vita had already mastered those same arts by the time she was 16. Well, she was considered a true prodigy. You've never had her wild personality, but I think you managed just as well. Your magical ability should be about on par with Vita's now. Well, I certainly like that to be true. I'd say it is true with that spell you pulled earlier. And Celine, you stopped me from losing control. Well, I just used a spell to calm your mana. Even if your mana has been being out of whack was most likely not the problem. It's just good that it worked. I see. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's more a mental thing for Rean, that he's keep losing control in his ogre form other than being the power that's running amok. Well, if you're losing control, then something grandmother told me might help. But for now, at least, I think you have the right idea of not overusing it. Yeah, it'll be the last resort at most. Oh, I wish I understood better, but basically you're not gonna push yourself, right? Now I know why Ellie always worries. We'll do what we can to avoid being a hindrance, so don't be afraid to rely on us. That's kind of you both, but I agree with them, though by this point you should know my opinion on the matter. That I do. Okay, I need all three of you to have my back. Aww, you have such a good rapport with your students. They're right on par with the old Class 7. Are we? I'd say we're still very green. And we've still got some challenges up ahead. Elliot has his share too. Speaking of our old classmates, you've been talking to Alyssa and Machias recently, right? How did you know? Oh, it's painfully obvious for Ron. Why else would they be talking about ways to help you? Celine, that was supposed to be a secret. Our instructor is really lucky to have such great friends. And he would have never met them without being part of Class 7. I understand the sentiment, even if I can't relate. I hope we can see both of them soon. By the way, Emma, what are you doing tonight? Instructor? What's the matter? Just look at that. What is that? Two trains next. It is Guerrilla Fortress, isn't it? I did mention it last episode that it's like they're building Guerrilla Fortress once again, and it definitely is. But those are 3 guns. Well, if you're going for the overkill, you might as well go full... Wait. Ooh, I almost thought they were going to shoot or something. Just look at them. Those are railway cannons. They used to have some stationed at Guerrilla Fortress. Their power is terrifying. It's enough to wipe a city like Crossbell off the map in half a day's time. Their size and design aren't the same as the ones we saw at the fortress, so they must be a newer model. Are they being set up along the border? Unbelievable. Just what is about to happen in this country? I think they're going to war. Or they're bunkering down. One of the two. Because having those at the border with Calvert is basically a declaration to Calvert like, don't you even dare step a foot in our direction, because we're gonna blow that foot off. Definitely. And those cannons, they're way too overpowered. They're like, well, an insurance policy, so Calvert won't do anything. Extreme damage and threat of annihilation. Well, it's crude, but in most situations it is effective. Oh, thank you for bringing us here. Yeah, thanks. No worries. So this is where you guys are staying, huh? Long Lao. It's an Eastern-style tavern and inn. Between the food and the inn, I have no complaints. Oh, I think you'll like it here. Zhengzhu's food is amazing and the rooms are nice and relaxing. Is that so? I'm looking forward to it. I have my Arcus too, so please contact me if something comes up. I will do the same if I come across any information. Got it, thank you. Bye now, and don't push yourself too hard. Now let's go back to camp. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Physically as well as mentally. Yeah. Oh, why are you all staring at me? I just have a lot on my mind, like the railway cannon for one. I'm not from Crossbell, but I can see how serious things are becoming. Let's get back and organize our report so we can pinpoint the problem areas. Kurt, Ellie. Schwarzer here.
Oh, good. You picked up. Where are you right now, Rean? Are you done with your special ops missions?
Just finished. Yeah, we just got back to town. Did you call about the railway cannons?
Ah, so you saw them too?
Let's be honest, they are really hard to miss. Those things were huge.
I do want to talk about that, but there's another matter that needs our attention first. Can you come back to the camp ASAP?
That is the plan. Wait a sec. What kind of matter are we talking here?
Oh, hello, Yuna. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. The branch campus just got a request from the Governor General. That's all.
Ah. A request that needs to be handled tonight, I bet? Huh? What kind of request?
He asked us to go to the party at Orcus Tower tonight as part of the security detail. Also, that we greet Prince Olivert and Princess Alphen.
Ah, so that's it. It's not that Rufus wants us there, it's probably Olivert and Alvin. And Rean gets to meet his sister after a long while. It's been a few months, he said, right? That would be good. Rean and the others returned to camp, showered and changed into their spare uniforms. Leaving the camp to the railway military police, the students and faculty all headed to the Governor General's office at Orcus Tower. 6:10 p.m. It almost seems like they took over our camp. Yeah, nightlife in Crossbell. Like, nothing bad is going on. Well, as far as they know.
Many influential individuals have gathered here at Orcus Tower tonight. However, we've confirmed that Speaker McDowell was not one of the people invited to the festivities. I worry the citizens of Crossbell won't take the news that their local representative has been snubbed like...
Pardon us for that. The views and opinions just expressed are not endorsed by this news channel.
What a way to let the people of Crossbell know that just had a slap on their wrist. Yeah, I wonder what's going on there, because we haven't seen him and heard anything about him. Has he been shunned from getting responsibilities, being there as a representative of Crossbell, or something else wrong with him? Or has he been in cahoots with Ellie and he has been caught?
Staff and students of Thors Branch Campus, thank you for all your hard work. I will explain the particulars for the security at tonight's event, but first, allow me to introduce the people for which you'll be providing security.
Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm responsible for overseeing the well-being of Heimdall. My name is Karl Regnitz. Leaves is a part of the capital's suburbs. It's unfortunate we haven't met before, but this is a good opportunity for us to become acquainted.
Chairman Irina Reinford.
Irina Reinford, nice to meet you. I suppose we've been indirectly working with each other via your use of the Arcus IIs, the Derflinger, and the Panzer Soldats. I've read your reports, so I have high expectations for each of you.
Governor Regnitz is a sworn ally of the Blood and Iron Chancellor.
She's Elise's mother. I remember Grandpa mentioning her before.
These guests, on the other hand, should require no introduction.
That is Rean Schwarzer's sister. Yes, everybody knows about her. Princess Alvin.
It's so nice to meet all of you from the branch campus. I am the Princess of the Empire of Erebonian, Alfin Rice Arner.
Is he looking for Rean?
I wish we could have met before, but I'm glad to finally have the opportunity. Huh?
A familiar face to them? Wait. Could Muse be in a friend circle with Olivert and Elise, and that's why she's been messing with Rean so much? Cause she would know how much that would affect Olivert and Elise. That would actually make sense on some level.
I'm sure it's due to Adios's guidance that we were able to meet tonight.
How one little look can tell so much, or at least bring theories to the surface. Prince Olivert, lovely known as
I am
Olivier.
none other than Olivert Rice Arner, though some have taken to referring to me as the debaucherous prince.
Which is well earned by his reputation, trust us.
I am here as head of the inspection team, though as it's simply for show, it may be more accurate to call me a figurehead. However, truth be told, I actually have a small connection with all of you. Up until last year, I was the chairman of the board at Thors main campus. And coincidences abound, for the three here with me comprise the entire board of directors. I'm sure it's a bit late by this point, but I'd like to welcome you to Thors.
Like an unofficial welcoming party.
Even in these turbulent times, I wish for each and every one of you to enjoy your youth to its fullest and become the foundation of the world.
Well, he does have a way with words, doesn't he? As I explained earlier, we will be on standby on floor 34, one floor below the event. Let me make this clear. We are strictly as backup. Do not do anything rash. Now, move out, line up and follow me. This would be the perfect event for Campanella to crash, isn't it? I think that will probably be the reason why we're on backup here. Because something's gonna happen. Jeez, this school's got some serious connections. The prince mentioned it to me back during the trade conference, but seeing them all reminds me of my time at the main campus. Yeah, it really takes me back. I remember them all dancing by the bonfire after the school festival. I can't even picture that. Thank you all for your assistance here. Oh, there's Rufus. I thought it was Toa. Governor General. Well, you seem to be enjoying your life as an instructor at the branch campus. Seeing that makes me proud to have been one to nominate you, First Lieutenant Orlando. Nominated by the Governor General. I see. For a nomination, it sure sounded pretty mandatory. Anyway, did you need something from me? Or did you come here to tell me what you're going to do to them? Well, I haven't a clue what you're talking about. To be honest, I came here to speak with Rean. Huh? Join me on floor 36. It is reserved for VIPs. I was able to set up a small window of time during the dinner party to speak with some of the guests. Bring the new Class 7 and Cadet Russell with you. I'd like them to be there as well. Why specifically Cadet Russell? What does Tita have to do with anything? Curious. This is floor 36, the VIP floor. Governor Regnitz and Chairman Reinford are in the second room ahead. His Highness Prince Olivert and Her Highness Princess Elvin are in the farthest room. Please, speak with the security guard before entering. Understood. Thank you for your help. Oh, I'm getting kinda nervous. Isn't it a bit too much for us to just go up and have a chat with the royals of the Empire? Well, they said they wanted to talk with the new Class VII. As for you, Tita, Prince Olivert and Chairman Arena requested to meet with you. It's been quite a while since I've spoken with the Prince. I'm excited to see him again. It'll be my first time meeting Alyssa's mother, though. With the exception of the RF Charman, I'm acquainted with all of them. I am acquainted with the Imperial family as well. No need to be formal, just act the way you always do. Easy for you to say. I'm not acquainted with any of these mega VIPs. Well, now's a good opportunity to get to know them. Let's go to Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena's room first. Yes, let's. The VIPs are waiting, so let's visit their room right away. The door is locked. Alright. We should visit the middle room first. Yeah, but you can't blame a guy for trying. You're Class 7 and Miss Tita Russell, correct? Yes, that's right. This is Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena's room. Yes, they're expecting you. Please, go on in. Alright, pardon us? I wonder what Alyssa's mother is like. A proper business lady.
Ah, welcome! Sorry to call for you like this. I'm sure you're busy with security matters.
No, it's fine. I'm glad for the chance to talk. It's good to see you again, Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena. I see Sharon is with you too.
Thanks to you, I was able to promptly meet with the chairman. I'm glad to see you all were able to safely complete your duties for the day.
I've heard about what you've been doing for your special ops missions. Thank you for your assistance. So you're the new Class 7? And you are Professor Erica's daughter?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You know my mother?
I met her when I went to Libero with my father many years ago. We still keep in touch, even if she spends most of her letters gushing about you.
Mother. Nice to see you again, Governor Regnitz.
I believe the last time was at Corel Imperial Villa. But now you're one of Rean's students? This sure is an interesting class.
Oh, you have no idea.
I heard you met with Machias and Elisa earlier?
Yeah, thankfully. Elisa delivered Orbital bikes and new equipment for the Derflinger.
I see. Here, have a seat. Sharon, some tea for our guests.
Certainly.
The new Empire's 8th Metropolis plan? Yes. Currently Ordus, Bereahart, Roar, St. Arc and Heimdall are 5 of the biggest cities in the Empire. We plan to add Jirai in the northwest, Haliask in the north and Crossbell City to them to create the core of the new Empire. There will be a speech explaining the particulars tomorrow when Crossbell's provincial legislature is assembled. That's what they've been planning? Could you give us a quick overview? Well, there are a few elements to it, but the most notable is the new tax plan. Currently, Erebonian tax rates differ per region. Under this plan, all 8 cities would have the same tax laws and rates as Heimdall. That's good, right? I've heard Crossbell's taxes have been high since the annexation. Yes, different tax rates are a hassle when doing business across regions. The ultimate plan is to have a single tax rate for the entire Empire. Just like Liberal, for example. That's right, taxes are pretty much the same wherever you go in Liberal. It seems like a logical plan. But it's going to be a big change for the nobles who live off their provincial taxes. I've no doubt there will be many obstacles going forward, but we plan to discuss all those at the provincial legislature tomorrow. Just so you know, Crossbell will benefit greatly from having the same taxes as Heimdall. Really? Excuse me, but you'll be talking to Speaker McDowell about this, right? Yes, that was the plan, but it may not be that easy. Apparently he won't be at the dinner tonight. I'm a little concerned about him. I see. I wonder if he's ill. That is a little worrying. I haven't heard anything about Speaker McDowell either. I'm sure he has much to think on, though Chancellor Osborne and Governor General Rufus's plan for one. Well, we all have our respective reasons for coming to Crossbell. I was originally planning on coming here on my own, separately from the inspection team. I'm sure the same could be said of the Prince and Princess. So all this, including the visit from the Pentagrule, is the doing of the Imperial Government and the Governor General? Which means our field exercises being Crossbell also. Orchestrated, down to the minute detail. Probably by Rufus, as basically the right-hand man of Osborne. Even the railway cannons being deployed here? Ah. So you saw them, the new Dragunov-class railway cannons. One of my main reasons for visiting was to oversee their deployment. Dragunov-class... But why? German Arena, would you explain to us just what those things are capable of? Master Rean. Very well. I'll tell you what we can announce publicly right now. Dragunov-class railway guns are the newest model. They're the official successor to the ones installed at Guerrilla Fortress. I can't go into specific, but suffice to say, they maintain the firepower of the old models while drastically increasing their mobility. By making use of detour rails, they can be used at any point along the railways. They could even be moved along the Continental Railroad, for example. Weapons of mass destruction comparable to the ones at Guerrilla Fortress? I haven't seen them in person, but reportedly they're capable of destroying large cities with populations of 100,000 in less than 2 hours. Why would you bring such a thing to Crossbell? Why, I was never a concern. I was tasked by the Imperial Army to make them, so I did. That's all. The advisor at your school, Professor Smith, he helped out as well. What? I'm sorry to have betrayed your expectations like this. Both Chairman Irina and I were involved with the establishment of the original Class 7. That's one of the reasons we wanted to meet with you today. We wanted you to be aware of both the bright future and the cruel present between the Empire and Crossbell. Ah. Governor Ragnitz. Our time is nearly up. I believe the Prince and the Princess are waiting to speak with you. It wouldn't do to make them wait any longer than necessary. True. Governor Ragnitz, Chairman Arena, please excuse us. Yes, I pray your field exercises turn out well. Take care. Oh, farewell everyone. I'm in no position to comment on anything Chairman Arena said, but it's alright. She's a tough person, but I know she's fair too. For the time being, I'll accept her and the governor's words. You have my most gracious thanks. I will also pray you are able to finish your field exercises safely. Yuna, are you okay? I can just stay calm about all this, but I know those two told us all that without hiding anything. So I'll accept what they said for now. Yuna. Agreed. I have my own concerns about the 8 Metropolis plan. Yeah, you should each think about what we learned tonight. But time is short right now. We should go meet with the prince and princess. Yes, they should be in the next room down the hall. That they indeed do. And yes, and I do think that Regnit and Arena, yes, they did help with those cannons and tried to establish the Metropolis 8. But if they wouldn't participate in that, not make the cannons, not prepare the plan like Osborne and Rufus wants, they would be moved out of that position, a position where they can gather up a lot of information for the right people and do good things. If someone else comes that we don't know, someone we don't aren't aligned with, who knows what would happen. So yeah, there are things they need to do that they probably don't even support or want to do, but what they are ordered to from above. We just have to understand that as far as we know, Arena and Ragnis, they are good people. We gotta keep that in mind. Thank you for your hard work, everyone. The dinner party will begin soon. Please refrain from entering. Class 7 and Cadet Russell of Thors Branch Campus has arrived. Hello. I have orders from Prince Olivert to let you pass. Be mindful of the fact that you are meeting with the Imperial family, so please, mind your manners. Understood. Please excuse us. The Imperial family...
Rean! Welcome, all of you.
Elise, Princess Alphen, good to see you both.
Yes, likewise. If I recall correctly, we haven't seen each other since the end of last year.
Yeah, and that is way too long.
And Elise... Oh, Elise? It's nothing. Good to see you again, Rean.
I have a feeling that if the others were not in the room, she would run into his arms. Definitely.
Yeah, it's been too long. I heard you became student council president. Is that going well?
Oh, absolutely. Her popularity with the younger students has simply skyrocketed. Everyone there relies on her all the time. Perhaps tonight, she can rely on her dearest brother to comfort her? Your Highness!
I'm glad to see you two are as close as ever.
So these are the princess and Instructor Rean's little sister.
Yeah. And they are best friends.
Both of them are so gorgeous. It's like they stepped right out of a dream.
Aha! Welcome, young Rean.
Oh, that inflection to his voice is perfect.
Prince Olivert. It's been a while since I've seen you, too.
Indeed. Over a year? Far too long by my reckoning. Late though it may be, I'd like to congratulate you on graduating. I'd also like to thank you for lending your aid to the branch campus.
I'm not worthy of those words. You've done a lot for me too, Your Highness. You and Toval. Let me thank you on behalf of all my classmates who aren't here today.
Oh, that little parlor trick I did for you? Think nothing of it.
I guess the old Class 7 has a lot going on.
Oh yes. A lot. I think half of it we don't even know about. Yet.
He's pretty charismatic. Just what I'd expect from a prince.
I'd hesitate to call him a typical prince.
So we have the new Class 7 and my very own little comrade in arms. It's good to see you again, Kurt. But, Tita, has it truly been 3 years? Well, perhaps I should play you a song to mark this joyous reunion of friends long apart.
There it is. Olivert changing into Olivier. Just like that. Just by grabbing an instrument.
I think we'll pass. Besides, I'm sure you don't have much time before the dinner.
I'm glad to see you're the same as ever.
It is a pleasure to see you again too, Your Majesty.
Wait, what?
Yes, Juna, it may look and sound weird, but that's just how he is.
I've heard rumors about the kind of person he is. They appear to have all been true. Dear Olivert, can't you see the new people are overwhelmed by your charms? Please, have a seat, everyone.
Ah, this brings me back. The last time we were together, Tita, was during the incident in Liberal? Oh wait, no. It was in Phantasma, wasn't it? Yeah, that place was pretty tough to deal with. But I'm so happy that you've been doing well since then, Prince Olivert. And it warms my heart to see what a delightfully long lady you've grown into. I'm certain it's been causing dear Agit no end of trouble. Well... In fact, I'm told you ran into him in Sutherland. I have heard all about your previous set of field exercises. Thank you for dealing with your requests on behalf of the Imperial government. Well, the old Class 7 and Agit helped out a lot too. The entire branch campus too, led by Kurt, Yuna and Altina. Instructor. Oh, I heard that you joined Class 7, Kurt. It truly seems to be a good fit for you. I never expected Cedric would have done such a thing. Ah. Princess. Ah, so you heard. Oh, right. You two are the older siblings of that snobby prince guy. That's a little too disrespectful. And this is me talking. Well, I certainly cannot argue that point, unfortunately. Let me say this, Rean. Yeah, you as well, Kurt, given what your family has been through. We sincerely apologize for his actions. No, please, don't trouble yourself over it. My father, brother and uncle have all accepted it already. Oh, I'm so lost. You don't have to worry about me either. If anything, I was just surprised how much he grew in such a short time. When did he start being like that? Well, around summer of last year, after he was unable to attend to the summer festival due to illness. It was as though he changed into a completely different person. Yeah, and when a game or story in a series or a movie says that, something life-changing has happened to him, and we'll find out at some point. I am curious to what it is. Was it his illness, his lack of power that frustrated him to no end, that he's forced himself to change into what he is today? Because that's the way he could change himself to be more effective, more powerful? Or did something happen totally out of our scope of expectation? I guess time will tell. Oh, he grew taller and stronger. Word at it, he would be fine, but he also became much more forceful. Our mother was worried about him too. We can only assume it was due to the influence of that man. That man? It seems you've been trained well. Indeed, thank you. Oh, Chancellor Osborne. Recently, Cedric's begun to look up to him. Ah. Yeah. I can already guess what the reasoning behind it is from Osborne. Isn't he the one they call the Blood and Iron Chancellor? Oh, he's the one who planned the whole annexation of Crossbell. To be fair, he has always admired the way the Chancellor has done things to some extent. If the Chancellor played a part in helping Cedric recover and grow, then he has my thanks for that. I have no doubt Cedric will learn to control that forcefulness of his one day. Kurt, Rean, so please, Watch over him for me. Olivert. Yes. Of course, Your Highness. It sounds like there are some complicated things going on. I've definitely got a better impression of them now. It's clear they both care for their little brother a lot. Might I introduce myself as well? I am Elise Schwarzer, Rean's younger sister. I thank you all for taking good care of my brother. He's the one who's been taking care of us. I mean, I don't really look up to him, but I don't hate him or anything. My word. You're welcome, though it's true that we are more often indebted to him. Same here. He helped me out with his lessons and with Panzer Soldat related things. Is that so? Well, even so. My brother is still very new to being an instructor, so please, take care of him. Was that really necessary? Oh, enough playing around you. After all, you're the one who looks up to Rean the most. Oh, princess! In any event. I was surprised to hear you had joined Class VII, Altina. Yet somehow I feel like it was meant to be. Elise. I'm surprised to hear that. I was under the impression my presence would bring back unpleasant memories given our history. Well, it is true. I'm not pleased with you for having kidnapped myself and the princess, but I was told you've been helping my brother, so I wanted to thank you. Though you may be a student now, I ask that you continue to look after him. Ellie. Wait, was that about kidnapping? I recall hearing you were a spy for the Noble Alliance, but yes, as part of my spy missions, I abducted Elise and the princess. That was also the first time I met Instructor Rean. Yes, those sure were the days. It is strange indeed to think that after all that, you're a member of Class 7 now. However, it's all thanks to you I was able to be the damsel in distress and find myself carried to safety in Rean's arms. Princess. So that's how you all knew each other? Wow, I'm impressed with all the things the class you established has achieved, Olivier. Ah, stop it, Tita. You flatter me ever so. I don't even know where to start with that one. But I see now. He definitely acts like a big brother. Elise, I guess she's about the same age as me? I reckon she is. My apologies for interrupting. However, it's nearly the time for the dinner party. You will need to prepare soon. Ah, already? How time flies. Understood. Thank you for letting us know. Well, I suppose it's time once more for the sweet sorrow that is parting. I have little doubt we'll meet again soon, however. Thank you for calling us here to talk. I hope your inspection goes smoothly. Please, keep looking out for these two, okay, Elise? Oh yes, of course. You take care of your class as well, Rean. Oh, I pray you find success with your field exercises. Oh yes, one final thing. Beware of Muse. Regarding that girl with the mint-colored hair. Ah, Are you talking about Muse Egret? Muse? Egret, I see. What about her? Oh, she's a classmate of mine. Ah, I see. Princess? Yes. My apologies for bringing it up. For a moment I thought I knew her, but it must have been my mistake. There is a hint in her name, isn't it? Egret? Is it gonna be Muse Regret or something? They know her, I know for certain now. This interaction just confirmed it. But how? I don't know. I still think maybe they were students together at the same school and they became friends, just like the princess is with Elise. Maybe they also were with Muse, or how she was actually called back then. Because with the way they're reacting to the name, it doesn't seem it's the real name, is it? It's a front. Interesting. So Muse is just very mysterious and I can't wait to unravel that mystery. Farewell for now, and thank you. I wish we could have talked a bit longer. Either way, I'm glad to see they all seem well. Yes, I agree. I heard quite a few rumors about Olivier, so I was a little worried. But it seems like he's doing just fine after all. Is Olivier his nickname or something? Oh well, when he visited Liberal 4 years ago, he hid his identity and took a different name. To me, he's still the funny, smart and reliable bard Olivier. Is that so? So that means you must know my older brother as well. Oh, you mean Mr. Mueller? Well, he and Olivier are pretty much best friends. I had no idea you were his little brother. Well, half-brother. We have different mothers, and frankly, we look nothing alike. I hadn't heard that before. Ellie? What's wrong? I just started to feel a little bit of regret for what I did to the princess and Instructor Rean's little sister. It was a mission, so I know I shouldn't feel bad, but... I see. Altina. Seems like you're growing up too, Ellie. Elise and the princess were both so gorgeous, I can't fall behind. I understand the feeling. Alright, we're all done meeting the VIPs. The party is going to start soon, so let's head back to floor 34. Yeah, understood. Yeah, she's definitely growing up, and she's learning from her experiences and becoming more human. How strange that might seem. Basically, yeah, she's becoming better. At some point, she's gonna call Claire Sammy. That's gotta be the end path of all this, isn't it? But for now, I'm gonna call the episode here. So I'm gonna wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Because it's time for us to head down to the party. And I've said it before, this will be the perfect, very public event that I can see somebody trying to, well, make an appearance. But we'll see if that will happen. Until then, bye-bye.